preseason battle as we're underway in Week 4. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
You ready?
59. Mike's 59.
Down to lose one. Get it.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This is Howard on second down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is the tight end Fant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
5.
54.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
You better bring it. Check 15. Check 15. Jim. Go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 16-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check 3.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Bandit.
Shoot.
They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Next to score, Broncos 7, Chiefs 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 7, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, he's got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Flush to his right. Man open. That's Byron Pringle complete. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Brings up second and 9.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
47.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
At the 27-yard line.
Ready? 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
59. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Out. Ready?
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
That's track. Switch.
Go.
Check. 59.
I'm trying to collect.
Mike's 59.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8. That's the end of the first.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs, nothing.
Well, Good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. We own it. We own it. Hey, Jack. Deep dribble.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end. Zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. Right on these two. Right on these two.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes going up top. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Here we go.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Ready.
Mike Bobo. Who that?
Fight.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the curl.
Hey, Charlie.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, watch the ball.
Mike's 54.
Now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ready, set.
Mike's 5-4. Rip left.
Yep.
Go. Hey, watch it.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Got it.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
I got him. Right there. 54, right there.
Go.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Check 26.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a carry for Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Yellow.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, check, check.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, 57, my turn.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 3rd and 4.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Mahomes to throw once more. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. A big play there just before halftime. 66 yards.
66 yards. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
With 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. But he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
2 draw Corkers. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check. He's coming. Double up. Let's go.
On first down, Howard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Howard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Watch out. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Get it.
It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
Push him back. Tighten up.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Toss play, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Set up. 90, Wolf. Check. Go.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Right there. 54. Right there.
Throwing his lock on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Hey, 15. Let's get him.
And again, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Attack!
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready?
Check, 59, 59.
Here we go. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, Enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Denver, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.